Hello. Okay, give me one sec. I forgot to open the game. I was doing things, okay? I was making sure everything looked correct, which now it does, so that's great. Let me close things so I don't have too much running, and then grab Ronnie. Nope, that's not the right game. This is not at all the right game. Hold on. That's the wrong attorney game. That is just the wrong attorney game. It's fine. None of the other boring stuff, just production. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Great. I need to share the game. Give me one sec. There we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Talk for a second. I gotta see what level you're at tonight.
Hi, I'm talking. I had to borrow a different pair of earbuds. I love talking.
Great, thank you. Give me a sec to make some
Tonight, I know you got my merch. You don't have to unbox all of it, but I'm so stressed about my shaker charms.
Oh,
You don't have to. You don't have to. I don't like how much room you have to unbox things.
Give me a sec. I'll check it right now. You talk to Nate.
Hi, Nate. I know promises because about the Totoro zine, just because. Wait, how long? I should ask. How long are sales for? Because it also partially. There's some stuff I've been needing to get, and this would probably be on the list, but since I'm slightly in between jobs, I need to wait. Unless Tay and I make bank next weekend at Fan Expo Boston, which, who knows? Maybe this one's. I mean, we profited last time.
Oh God.
So I don't know why we wouldn't. But yeah.
They shake. Hold on, my headphones aren't on. The full respect to whoever is doing the packaging for them. This is too much packaging. It's not even that much compared to I've seen a few people say how much.
No, they love putting things in another sleeve.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is wrapped in plastic wrap, and then everything is in an individual bag, and then a bigger bag, and then some of those bigger bags are wrapped in more plastic wrap. They shake. Do you want a picture?
They do that.
Did you want a picture? I wasn't sure what you were looking for.
I want to make sure the spoons, they almost duplicated the spoons on the front side, and it's the spoon and fork.
It's a spoon and fork, I can tell you that.
But is it just on the top above all the shaker heads?
It's also on the back. Is that what you mean? Hold on, I'm sending you a picture.
That's fine.
I'm sending you a picture.
Okay, they were just originally going to have the spoon and fork also on the front layer underneath the shaker charms, which I thought was going to look a bit funky.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, when you do a shaker charm, usually they want your front layer, your top layer, then your background layer, and then your back layer. So there's...
Yeah, I labeled it like that. They just didn't do it in the first.
Fair enough. Sometimes you have to do, a mock-up, and sometimes then you still have to be hi, this isn't right.
I had it set up in the file. I had it set up in the file a mock-up, even back, front.
Yeah, that's what I did for my standees, and I gave them 3 different mock-ups, and they still did it. They still the proofs were wrong two or three times. Yeah. So I'm very anxiously awaiting them.
Yeah, I had a message to be hey girl.
No.
Good try.
You tried, but no. I'm trying to find the server in my sea of servers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you send me image?
I'm sending image. Oh, my phone's slow.
Yeah, no, they love packaging things. That's why unboxing book shit is always such a chore, because I'm just oh, plastic.
Yeah, Nate knows this. I was trying so hard to find flat paper bags that were bigger with handles, because I was looking for, how people sometimes ask for a prints and bags? I want those, a flat plastic bag like they give you for comics. I wanted that, but paper, because we use so much plastic with merch. It's actually starting to really stress me out a lot, a lot.
I get it. I very
especially since everything is acrylic. I'm kind of I don't know if I can keep doing this. Oh my God, I forgot we were. Nope, this is the wrong one. I was
case.
this is not it. This is what I get for, not exit game. That's what I get for having to,
Also, yay, image! Oh my god, it actually turned out, like, exactly how I wanted. Cute.
Good.
I hope you think it also looks cute.
Yeah, it looks really cute. But yeah, I was gonna say, I just, like, I need, like, less plastic, and we couldn't find anything that had, like, a really small bottom, because really the only big thing that you and I have is prints. So if you put it in, like, a big bag, it's gonna, like, dip, and it feels like such a waste. But it's just, like, flat paper bags is not a thing that they make. And I decided it's not worth it.
My dad's a comics guy, so I can see if he would, like, know, but, like...
It's all plastic. It's all plastic. And, like, I was just like, this, like, to the point, I was like, this is so weird, because my state has actually, like, they don't do plastic bags in stores in my town anymore. You have to pay 10 cents for a paper bag if you don't bring reusable. So it's really weird for me to not be able to find paper bags. I ended up actually deciding against trying to find bags, because I, like, read some stuff online, in like, the Artist Alley server, and I was like, so few people ask, I'll bring the little sleeves, the paper sleeves I've got, but, like, it's not worth it at this point for me to buy bags. But I was like, I just don't want to buy more plastic. I don't want to buy more plastic. I don't.
Very fair.
And also, Nate, we can do a zine together. We can do a zine. Sorry about you just wanting to do that one part, because that's not how it works.
And also, yeah, I might be able to buy it by July 1st, not saying no. Again, no promises, but I do fucking love Totoro, like, so much. I still want Taya to watch My Favorite Ghibli Movie, but they're not in the headspace for it yet,
I'm like not allowed to. Is it the one that I'm thinking of?
I told Taya it was about a 14-year-old girl who has, like, a mental breakdown about trying to be an author, and Taya was like, we're never watching that until I have a book, and I was like, yeah, okay. Fair.
Yeah, give me one sec to message someone.
Yay, that's 2 tasks! We're so back, Nate.
Hell yeah. Come up with a theme for the one we were talking about earlier, and we'll do that. How about that? What the fuck are we doing?
Right now,
this is what we're doing.
Right now, Rosie... I'm gonna put it in stream space. Right now, Rosie is laying at an angle that, like, her ears and stuff are barely visible, and she just looks like one of those, like, fuzzy caterpillars.
Aww. I'm sorry, I have no idea what the fuck we're doing. That's the issue.
I think we had just finished talking to her.
Yeah, so we must have to go somewhere else. Maybe the Sunshine Coliseum.
Anyway, in the stream space, here she is.
Oh, I will look for her. Hold on.
She just looks like a little tube.
Oh, she's so cute. Okay, let me see.
She got really interested in the balloons on the ceiling today and got really upset that she can't reach them.
Aww. Okay, give me 1 second to send someone a new file, because I realized, so I actually submitted the wrong, file for my stickers too, I'm realizing, but, I did a design and I sent it to everyone, and I was like, okay, colored lines are black lines and red lines. And everyone was, in the end, everyone was like, colored lines. And I was like, great. But I, like, when I was like, flattening it so I could send it to myself, just because Procreate doesn't always jive with, like, sending files to myself. Because I send them to myself through Discord and then download them. I sent one that did not have all the colored lines. So it still had, like, pink hair, but everything else was black. And why does this say I'm offline? We're fine. Twitch is just acting up. We're not offline, but it said offline.
Got it.
And I was like, when they sent the invoice today and the proofs, they were like, here you go. And I looked at it and I went, that's not the right version of that file. So I had to be like, hi, can I change that? I know you already did all the everything for, like, checking files for the menu, but could we do that? I did order the stickers wrong, but, like, it's not a big deal, but, like, this is the preferred one, so if I'm gonna have charms of it, I might as well, like, stickers I can deal with for forever, you know? Okay, that's right now.
Yeah, like, those shits, they can go wherever.
Dude, I paid so fucking much for my sticker sheets. Like, so much. I only got 15 of each because the next price break was so many more that I was just like, I'll buy them somewhere else, but I don't have time to get them. And I was like, this is not good.
God. It's fine, we're gonna make $1 million.
I hope so. My standees are question mark on where they are. Because they potentially have landed, but I don't know where they are. And I would like to have them because I need you to look at them and tell me if I have to go order bases.
Okay. Fair.
I need you to tell me. Nate, I also would.
I promise.
Nate, I would also love when things go fast. You know this
Too
about
bad
me.
we don't live in that world.
I will apologize now because I actually have to get like all of Simon's zine out this week because I don't want it in my house. So I think I'm gonna try to get most of it done this weekend, but possibly.
You need help? Well, you need help at all since I'll be there.
Maybe not. I might not.
Even if it's just like, hey, can you like hold this?
Yeah. But
3 years.
Yeah. Nate has
3.
Well, Nate, can you get here?
Nate, I'm here because we're doing the. I'm coming.
Can you fly out? Can you fly out? God, he's here. The Blue Badger is here.
I was like, I'm coming over a week early because I like hanging out with Taya because it's my favorite.
I think Nate has things going on.
I don't.
I guess that's fair.
For good and for bad reasons.
Yeah.
Job.
You don't necessarily have to do this. I'm gonna be doing this at some point. I might make you help me fold some Phoenix boxes. Because the books came in, so we have to ship them.
We can just put some shit on. We can talk
my
about
family, my family was so sick of it by the end, and we didn't even do all the boxes. We just did like the amount we needed. But now I need to get the rest out because we did the retrial. So I'm like,
It's okay. We'll find shit to bitch about while we do that. You're a true CEO.
Yes, I am. I was like, Aw, man, I'm sorry, Nate. I'm so excited that some of my projects are wrapping up. Like, so excited. It's thrilling to be able to move things to a completed section.
That's my favorite shipping mod too, Nate. That's crazy.
Thank you. There's one zine that just announced, and it's driving me nuts because they have no details, and I know they said they'd announce on the 14th, but what if they announced today, to me personally? What if they came into my DMs and were like, hey, Taya, this is what our project is, just because I want to know. Like, what if they told me?
I think that'd be beautiful if they told you.
Every time I keep looking at it because they followed another zine account that I'm running, and I'm like, who are you? Why'd you follow us? Well, because they followed another zine, or maybe another 2 zines, and at least one of them, they're also following the person who's head mod, so I assume that's a mod on the team. But I'm like, why are you following my zine? Because you're not following any of the other mods, so why are you here? Tell me. I was like, is this like, are you going to like ask if we can like cross promo? Because I would love that. I have a fun time doing that. But who are you? Reach out. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, these flags suck.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride with these flags. These flags
Only
in particular.
These ones.
Oh, man. Every time I see the outside of the Sunshine Coliseum, I have shit to say, don't I?
Oh, I'm curious. Oh, well, at least some of the Clavier posters, gone.
Oh my god. Yeah, we were playing it in server, and everyone saw the Clavier poster and was like, what the fuck is that? They were like, I've never seen this in HD before. What is that? None of us know. I am amazed that, I guess I shouldn't be if he's, like, doing this at the Coliseum. He can afford a hot air balloon? I mean this genuinely. How much is it to have a custom hot air balloon? Like, you know?
You want me to look that shit up? You want me to look that up?
I don't know if that's something you can find. But
I can probably find, like, a quote.
Maybe. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo, the place where magic and dreams converge. Family heirloom. Help!
For a pre-cut kit build option but that's where you're like manufacturing it yourself. You just have the materials this one website says about 6,000. But I'm also seeing 20K and 40K for like buying the balloon itself. So, like, I think it depends on just what level
Damn,
of,
they
like,
were crazy famous.
So I think it just depends what level of, like, construction you're doing, or, like, if you're outsourced, because, like, I mean, I'm assuming the average person is not just getting, like, squares of, like, balloon material to stitch together. I'm assuming you're just at that point getting it, like, from a factory.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing nowadays. It just depends on, like, if you're doing it, you're making it yourself, which, like, I assume the average person isn't. They're probably just... I assume that it's, like, that unless you're a hobbyist who just legitimately wants to make the balloon, everyone's paying extra and just getting it.
And also, like, huge props to those people, because I wish I were one of those people who was was, like, by hand making a hot air balloon. That's so funny. You know? I love that for those people. You're so cool. If you're out there making your own hot air balloons, you're so cool.
Yeah, hey, whoever did just spend the $6,000 to build it by scrap,
you rock.
whoever you are.
You're way cooler than the rest of us, damn. Anyway.
One second, I have to respond to a group chat message.
We really are both just like, ah, shit, we have to respond to shit. Ah, fuck, I gotta respond to shit.
What if no one responds to anything?
Mood. I would try. I would probably not fly the hot air balloon if I had to make it. I would maybe advise against doing that.
If I made it, like, the thing is, if I made it by hand, I would just get in that thing and be like, we're going to die. Like, it's not...
I don't know about this one, guys. The next fandom project, giant
anyone else
balloon.
would be like my lab rat for my balloon. Alright. A while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Nate! No!
Oh no!
That's awful.
Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent.
The answer is Taya. Balloon that says explosion, explosion.
God, I would wear that shirt because it's so funny. It's so funny. I think I'd wear it.
If I ever find it like a thrift or like in a Hot Topic like clearance bin, because I don't think they sell those like on a main display anymore. If I ever find one,
I get it.
Give it to you.
It's just the funniest shirt.
They just it's the fact that we saw another shirt that was obviously part of the same like design run that like had the the actual power name. That was the thing that I think sealed it for me. Was like
the absolute laziness for it, just like explosion. You get it.
When it's like a character people like fuck with too, just being like, fuck your favorite character, he explodes. What about the case?
Oh. I think you were him before, weren't you? Do you want to keep being him? Great.
Sure.
Only a performer laughs like that.
Hello.
Young Minstrusi. How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
But, like, you could have, you know? I feel like he could have.
You can go to a secondary location, man. You can walk, you can
drive. You could, like...
They probably got transit in Japanifornia.
Yeah. No, like, did someone say you couldn't hang out?
Yeah, like... I don't know, maybe you just...
Literally, he knew where Trucy was. He could have said hi. He could have sent her a letter or something. Like,
This game
he's
is
like,
full
man...
of people not going to people.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, it's been so long. I wish I had seen you. And it's like, you were she's the child. You were completely in control of that.
Yeah, like... Sorry she didn't, you know, on a whim, fucking, like, go on and, like, get a train.
Yeah, Phoenix has been hitting him with brooms whenever he tries to show up.
Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too.
Of course you are.
Okay, weird.
Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Surely when I do a big magic show, it won't go to shit.
Oh, but as I wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the one I shall perform.
Okay.
Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture.
If I ever do a Trucy redesign, I think I'm gonna give her a fun belt. I don't know, I like belts with like, you know, I think that's like a holster, but I think it's fun to have belts with like the little bags on them. Trucy could fit so much stuff in there. I think she deserves like a belt. She gives pyrotechnics in there.
A belt. Well, I'm just thinking about a belt with like hard suit studs, like in between each of the holes.
Yes. Very good. And then it would be fun because like
beautiful.
I feel like people take like a lot of different characters. I don't know if I've ever seen someone really take anything from Valiant for it. We could mix it up. We can mix it up.
I love that big ass buckle. She should get a big ass buckle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know who else is a big ass belt buckle, or at least had, especially during the Revenge album era? Do you know who had that?
Who? Who could it be?
It's a giant bat.
Oh yeah.
If you even care.
Really good. That's really good.
Even care.
I do, because my favorite thing to do is reblog like fashion that looks like cool vampire fashion, and then tag it with my Vampire book tag, but then in parentheses put, but not the main character because he sucks. He's boring. That's how his like adopted sister dresses.
Theoretically, there's a chance you have just in this case there is like a non-zero chance that you have just reblogged untagged Gerard belt.
That would be very funny.
It would be, truly. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnify's illusions are reborn. And yeah, she had, and also, yeah, Sarah Landis, it's always annoyed me she has the sleeve, like the tube dress, not like, it's like high up enough, it's just like, yeah, I feel like it would just be, it just feels uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe it's just because I never fucked with those dresses.
That, yeah, makes sense. I think maybe I don't mind it as much because I grew up doing dance, which maybe is its own issue, but I absolutely understand it from like a uncomfortable, like that's not a comfortable outfit to wear. Some people are
more mad when artists like, to be fair, I know some people are more mad when like in official art, like people have noticed it's gotten like a bit shorter and like tighter.
Okay, well that's fair.
And that's fair, but like in the base art, the only thing that stands out to me is like, oh, that might be uncomfortable, but I've never had as much of an issue with it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I stand, and mostly because like those dresses don't work for me. You know? Like I find them really uncomfortable. I would like straps. But I also know friends who love tube tops. So I do get it. I'm just not that person. $300, holy shit. Sorry, I'm paying for a merch order.
What are you getting?
I am getting all those acrylic charms that I worked on. Those the ones, Lotus, Clover, March, and then that window one and that painting one. And it's like 100 charms, maybe? But they're on special acrylics, so that's why they're more expensive.
Fair.
Anyway, did you read this? Sorry, we keep getting distracted.
Maybe, but I forget.
Whatever.
Here, on stage, by my hand.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grimoire Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize.
Not starting off good.
This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy.
My co-magician in training, Zach Gramery, if that terrible thing hadn't.
It's okay.
I don't really care, so it's like cool.
I'm kind of over it.
Father was a great magician, Trucy.
Note how you didn't say a great dad.
He's like, because we already know. Well, we already know the answer to that, so you know. Also, unrelated. My doctor is sick, and I was gonna have an appointment today.
Oh no!
And I mean, like, and it's like they were like, call to reschedule. And I'm like, for when? I'm gone all next week. Like,
Oh man.
it's fine. It was literally just. I luckily had just gotten my meds refilled, so I should be good for like a month-ish. But the problem is that like I need to have like couple monthly like blood work shit done to make sure my T levels are rising okay since I've been on it. So like I do and also just like because now I'm like out of refills until my next appointment, so it's like I do need to see her. So I'm so sorry you don't feel well, Megan. I do need you back, girl.
Megan, come back.
Megan. Megan, just show up at work during my shift. We can just like chat it out. You can just like, you know, we can do it there. If you were alive, then I, Valiant Grammary, would be proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Fallon. Things are feeling weird. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnify's illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? My mentor, the magnificent Magnify Grammary, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imagination.
Okay. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience. And then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound.
Guessing that memory was a bit embellished. Maybe it wasn't though. Have you considered that?
Maybe it wasn't. We don't know. We weren't there.
Like, okay, hater. Have you considered that, like...
If there's one thing about Apollo, it's that he's gonna be a hater.
He hates whimsy.
He kind of does.
He cannot stand
Which is really
whimsy.
funny, because he hates whimsy, but he also, like, when you saw Vera just started talking a lot about astrology.
Yeah.
Hates whimsy, but he is reading his horoscope every day.
For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. And as heir to the Grammary Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one.
Then don't worry about the weirdo who shows up in the next game.
It's my God-given destiny.
Don't point that thing at me.
Ah, scary. Eat. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? The world was waiting. Why'd you hold off for 7 long years?
Great question.
Yeah. Yawning. Yawning.
Yawning.
It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land. I have. I'm a lawyer, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic.
Yeah, Apollo's like, please don't call my job magic. I went to school for a very long time.
He's like, and I'm trying so hard at it. He's like, I wish it was magic. It's so hard.
It's so hard every day.
Performance of Magnify's miracle was impossible. Certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more.
Not things you, like, really want to find yourself saying.
Yeah, you know. 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it?
No shit.
And why was that?
Little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy.
Okay, that's a little less concerning than I was thinking. Can you tell us about these performance rights? Because I've definitely just been fucking around in the Wonder Bar.
Yeah, she was not operating on any contract.
She's like, I was like 8. I didn't know shit about fuck.
Yeah. Magnafy's magic relied on its incredibly innovative idea. A trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws. We love this lesson, I guess.
Yeah, I know. You guys want to talk about IP law for a bit?
Yay! Intellectual property, maybe? Magnafy knew this and bequeathed it in his will. To one person. You mean... him? Yes, Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramarye was the inheritor of the Gramarye miracle.
Daddy?
God, that sprite is so funny every time. It's so serious.
Yeah. I keep yawning. Ah. Yet, as you well know, he is gone.
Does this man not have to prep for his show? Does he not need to get, like,
Yeah,
mic'd up?
Like, hey man, glad you're talking to us.
Don't you have shit to do?
I think he might have shit to do. Just a hunch. I think he might have shit to do. Disappeared suddenly. 7 years ago.
Yeah, you don't need to tell us.
I think I see where this story is going.
Oh, man. Everyone can hear this entire conversation.
Ah. The person is classified missing for a certain period of time.
And then ends up dead.
They're considered legally deceased, correct?
Great news. He's actually deceased as well.
Yeah, don't worry, we figured it out.
Yeah, we made it way easier for you. He is actually deceased now.
Yeah, don't worry, we did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not killed him, but like, you know. In all absoluteness, those rolled up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man.
Roll down your sleeves, Apollo.
His shirt's just too small.
Can't afford a new one.
Yeah.
He actually, like, stained the got, like, there's, like, a stain or a tear down by the wrist, and he can't get it out, he can't mend it, or whatever, and he doesn't have another shirt, so he's like, we're just committing to this look. Committing really hard.
That certain period of time, which you speak, is 7 years.
Ooh.
Holy shit. Yes, Miss Trucy, though it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased.
I feel like she would have known this.
Yeah.
Maybe not the stuff about the performance rights, but like I feel like she would have known that he was declared deceased as his like next of kin.
Yeah.
Whatever.
In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnafy passed on to me. This was in fact stipulated in the will by Magnafy himself.
And he said, Trucy, you're shit out of luck.
Is that how it works, Apollo?
Apollo's like, I'm a criminal lawyer. I don't do that.
Yeah, I think. It's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently.
Daddy. Okay. I don't know if we have to present anything to this man. Oh, I already forgot about him. Help. Forgot about him again. Let's try moving, maybe? I really don't know what we're supposed to be doing right now, so we're just messing around. Do 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 do. Oh, wrong button. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing because I'm still. Oh, yep, this is right.
Oh, you're good.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
October 7th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Ah, you're here to see Vera Misham?
Yes, that's right.
She's in the medical office at the moment.
Yeah, I actually didn't know if we were supposed to go here.
I don't either, but I don't know. I mean, we did need to see this part, though.
That's true.
Medical office? Is she okay?
Just lying down. Said she didn't feel so good.
Real.
Don't we all?
Sorry, but I can't allow any meetings at the moment.
Me right now when my head hurts.
No meetings?
Apollo!
Yeah.
How
Damn.
is this the most annoying? Let's be so for real.
How is this worse than like the time the mafia threatened you? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Most annoying client ever.
Guess we should come back.
Okay. That's great. I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing. Like, did we have something we were supposed to present to someone? Maybe we present the...
We can throw shit. We can present shit at Phoenix if you want. If you just want to throw shit at him.
I feel like we're not done with Valen, but like I don't know what we're supposed to be like.
Presenting.
$70.
Shit.
That's an expensive
That's-
magic show. Okay, that
I think that might be the default.
that looks like
yeah.
default. That looks like default.
Yep.
Do we ever present this to him?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could tell me about this? Haha! Why, that bears the Grammary seal!
How do his sleeves not bother him so much?
Uncle Valent? Is something wrong?
Oh,
You don't look so good.
Trucy, where did you get this?
I love the idea of Phoenix holding on to shit just like, this could be great later.
Yeah.
Years later. He's digging through like his box of shit that he'll probably get around to showing someone sometime.
Huh? Fatty gave it to me.
Your part, Zach Grammary.
No. My other daddy, Phoenix Wright.
Why now?
Forgot.
Why does he say that?
I don't
Why
know.
does he say? You know why he says that? Does
Why?
anyone know?
Why does he say this?
I would your Lord Daddy.
Lord Daddy, that's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
Yeah, especially since I don't feel like he is really that archaic.
His signature upon the back. Do you recognize it?
That belongs to none other than Zach Grammary.
What? Daddy signed this?
Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Yeah.
It's in this envelope, I wonder.
Oh, can we present this to Emma? She has that thing.
May? Huh?
The thingy that like looks
yeah.
through. I don't actually know if we do that with that, but like if we're not allowed to open it, we can still see what's inside it.
I don't think we do. I thought this was more like a later thing, but maybe we do.
I just don't know what we're doing. I can't like find my footing in where we are in the case right now. Cause I'm like, I don't know if we do that, but I'm like not sure what we're supposed like how to progress the game.
You're fair.
It's really hard. I think people don't realize, like, especially when we skip weeks, to figure out what we're supposed to be doing. No, you're fine. It's part of it's me. I can never remember. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I thought we were done here. Let's present, see if she gives us her default. Just so we can say we tried.
Mm-hmm.
No. Cool.
Nope.
Okay, did we present her this?
Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one? What about it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I mentioned it last time when we were here, but I was like, I thought there was like a cutscene of sorts, or at the very least like a cinematic where it was about like the sketches under the paintings. But like,
yeah, I don't.
I was like, oh, maybe we just get to that later.
Yeah,
but
I
maybe
have
it's
no
here.
idea. I have no idea.
Maybe it's here.
Maybe.
What about it?
Yeah, what about it, Apollo?
Take a closer look at it, both of you.
It's really blurry.
Yeah, it's not really high resolution.
Now, look at this one.
He does not paint the edges of those canvases, huh?
Mm-mm.
My boss makes us do that when we do stuff.
The third painting he was working on.
Hey, they're the same.
I was hoping you wouldn't find that.
Girl.
You're right, though.
The true mission was copying this painting.
Wow, it's pretty good.
Copying a painting? What for?
Apollo. Okay. Okay, this might be different.
Oh, that's quite good, isn't it?
That's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want to examine it. Is that it? Be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
Okay.
Guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first.
Did we not examine these? I thought we'd examined these. Could have sworn we did.
Apollo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. I think we did this.
Yeah. I think we did.
Then what are we supposed to find here? Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what are we doing? Okay, great. Thank you, Apollo. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm like, okay, but maybe that is later then? Okay, yeah, we gotta... Oh, wait, maybe we have to... No. We did present that already. Trying to decide what's happening. Okay, yes, we did that. Is there anything on the back? No. I don't remember what's going on. I truly have no clue, because I'm like, it's clearly something here, but like, we did that. I'm like, where did we end last week? It was right at the end of stuff. I think we wrapped up everything in here, but now I'm like, what?
I guess we
do?
did. I was like, I feel like there is a scene though where we look at the paintings, but maybe we're just not there yet.
Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. We already did that. What if I wanted you to take the little thingies off?
Yeah, what if we want to do that? Looks like you have to take this back part off first to put a photo inside.
It'd have to be a really small photo to fit in there.
Where else to put it?
True, and that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison on something like this?
Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put poison in the coffee rubbed a bit on here too.
It's not very obvious, Trucy.
Okay, but like, can you open it? What if you opened it? What if you tried? Okay. I might look up a walkthrough because I'm like, what were we doing? What was our goal? What do you want, Phoenix? Do you want a painting? That's default. Yay, family bonding. Oh, don't be an autoplay. Do you know this guy? Nope. Wish I had any idea what was happening right now. No.
I'm just waking up from my nap still. I'm sorry.
Do you want...
Do you want the painting?
Oh, okay, he was here. Okay.
Okay. Right. I forgot we were trying to chase him down. So,
Me too.
A journalist was... God. So, a journalist was here on a story?
All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
He doesn't look too happy about it.
Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
Boop. That took us a bit, but we got there eventually.
Man by that name called on me just now.
Just now?
Balanced vision is always toward tomorrow. Balanced feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all. Very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? But it's someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for that incident.
That incident?
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. Well, Painter has died. What of it? Damn.
Wow.
Hey man, let's be a bit more respectful maybe about all that.
Duh.
Like just a little bit. Like a guy did like yeah, he is dead though, like
I
for
don't
real.
think he cares.
Yeah. It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of gramarye.
Uncle Fallant, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. Oh, so now we go to the detention center. The detention center. He's a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. To tear apart my respectability, I will tear apart him.
Well,
Ooh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Vallant's big magic trick.
Is he going to fix the card? I'm not sure that qualifies as big magic.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
What?
It's really not like that journal. Now the time has come where I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Vallant. I guess.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
okay. No, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
It's the 10 a.m.
Sorry.
sleepies. 10 a.m., 10 p.m.
I keep just yawning.
You gotta stop.
I'm trying. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
Okay, game.
Thank you for telling me exactly what to do since we've spent like
We were
an
going
hour
to, but,
being
you know.
lost. I'm glad to know that we finally figured out what's going on. October 7th, detention center, visitor's room. Is this...
Are you gonna be Brushel then?
I can be!
Just like just hold your nose and talk. That's probably gonna get you there.
Yeah. Oh no. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. This is gonna be brutal.
No, not at all. It's like someone's already meeting here.
I just noticed how weirdly proportioned that security camera is.
Maybe that reporter?
Oh boy. Okay.
Hey there. How you doing? Who might you be?
He looks like he feels more like a Smiling Friends character.
I don't know anything about that. I just trust you.
Like, he's not. He's too stylized, but like something about him. Smiling Friends is good. It also was on my mind because I was watching it. I was watching season 2 for a little bit with Heather.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen like a few images, right? Though you know like the yellow guy and the purple guy, or pink.
I don't even.
Like, you know,
I
like-
couldn't tell you. I really don't know.
It's from an Adult Swim show. It's very non sequitur.
I'm gonna guess I probably haven't. I might have in
Alright.
super passing, but like off the top of my head, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an Adult Swim show, but it's very non sequitur. Very much like if you are someone who has been too online for too long, it's very funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it. not something to watch with like parents, but you know,
Yeah.
it's very good.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You're Justice. You?
His gums are so red.
They're so pink. It's like
and
a
his
lot.
cheeks are so pink. He's so saturated.
It's a lot. And I'm tired, man. I'm sleepy.
Know me?
Do I know
Well,
you?
we don't. We can
Of
stop
course
at like
I know
11
you.
if you need to. It's cool.
We'll find out. Usually 10 o'clock is when I get sleepy, and then usually I bounce back.
Yeah, I have to get some drawing done tonight, so I need to bounce back.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe
Mhm.
not. Alright, I don't need to get anything done. It's just 4 days until 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge 20th anniversary.
Ah,
and
so you're trying to do stuff.
I just want it's one of those things where I never make anniversary art on time, and I'm like, I'm almost done it, so I'm like, I kind of want to like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I should have time though. I can probably just finish it at your house, but then I also have like a freelance gig I want to do.
Mm-hmm. I getcha. Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beans. End quote.
That's not true. What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance? Woo, you're Trucy. Am I famous? Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. That's so not true! Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No! How many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him.
Did you come here to interview the guard? Ooh-wee, what a pickle. Accused wouldn't talk, had to interview someone or go plumb crazy. End quote. Huh.
Hey, girl.
I should have guessed.
Where's my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel.
Here, I'll do you a favor. When I know we might not get to it tonight, or we probably won't. I'll take over for him when he's on the stand.
Okay.
I feel it's only fair that we cut this horror in half. You know?
Uh-huh.
Is that a
shit.
deal you can shake on?
Yes.
I'm not picky. Journalist just close his eyes, writes. End quote.
It's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins.
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem madness. End quote.
I can see that. Writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something.
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me say one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer. You understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here, end quote. Okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Yes.
Well, I think he probably does. Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
Huh?
Having a good time?
So, the night of the murder, you were at the Drew studio? Who, me? Look, let me state one thing for the record. Yes? I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy, real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote. I can understand that philosophy, but... You want to know the thing about one-way tickets. Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly. See, it's the same thing. What is? So, you went to do a story on Drew Misham, and he'd never had a story done about him before. That's right. Let me state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why did the interview in the first place? Well, yeah. Look, it's like, oh, I've got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he's got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly. See? That's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quote.
Right. Guess we'll leave then.
Ah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup, when an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil paintings stolen from art dealer's gallery, end quote, I believe it was.
An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Oh, I forgot his nose did that.
Me too. Didn't love it.
No.
Oh, completely unrelated, but I just remembered it. Have you been to that ice cream place? In your neighborhood that
I haven't.
that we try to go to?
But it
You
is
have not?
open. It is always busy. And my friend Six has been and says they make all ice creams into milkshakes. So I was actually thinking while you're here, one day after work, we could go for ice cream because it was very disappointing when we went the first time. It might still not be like the greatest ice cream of all time, but it
that's
may be
fine.
a better
It's like
experience.
I'm just like curious if they have like things a bit more set up now.
It does seem like they have like they have stuff set up outside, so people are always there like playing games and stuff. So I'm sure it's more put together inside because we went like the week it opened, and oh my god, they were not ready to be open.
Yeah, like congrats for like opening the doors. It could have waited.
It could have waited. It should have.
We
It
could
might.
take it
Maybe
some
they
time,
probably
guys.
needed the money, and we're like, we just gotta open. But like,
Yeah, like I get it, but also like, ooh.
I get it. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about when you really wanted to see like what Asian food options were around and just gave you Panera bread.
Oh, that was so upsetting. Maybe
I think I told you that this entire fall I was just like thinking about the Indian food your mom got for us, and I was just like, so I would eat like the mid. It wasn't mid. It was okay. I would eat the like chicken masala that like would be like occasionally in the dining hall, and I just like I need to
not
pretend.
dining halls.
I need to
yeah.
I need to imagine
like
that I'm back.
Yeah, I understand. I am like, I'm gonna be keeping an eye, like, you know how sometimes when we do cons, someone's like, I'm going on a food run, does anyone want something to pay me back? I'm gonna be keeping an eye out, because if anyone says anything during the con, I'm gonna be like, yes, please. Like, we're gonna bring food, but like, sometimes people are like, I'm gonna go get, like, boba. Or one time someone said, like, I'm gonna go get Chinese food, does anyone want dumplings? And we missed that.
And now that I remember this, it's agonizing.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Oh, in Columbus, if we do animate, if there's ever
please,
a points when
please,
like,
when they
going
tell
to
us.
Bell's, does anyone want anything?
Oh my god. I need them to tell us if we got in. I actually decided that if they don't tell us, like, by the time Fan Expo happens, I'm just gonna buy tickets, plane tickets, and if we don't get in, I'll just be at your place if you don't mind. But, like, we're getting to a point where
we can hang out at least, and we'll find.
Yeah, I figured, like, if all else fails, we'll hang out for a few days. But, like, we're getting to a point where, like, I know people buy tickets last minute for cons.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's
I
not,
don't
like,
want to.
Like, I know, it's not, I just don't like how they, like, their response. For context for chat, we applied to this con a few months ago, and we got accepted to a different con from the same company that's like, and they're not as huge as Fan Expo, so we figure we're probably gonna get in. Or
It's
we already
always-
got it
yeah.
and they just haven't done emails. But they haven't gone back to anyone
Yeah.
yet. And when I emailed, emailed them like a week or two ago, they're like, "Oh, it's a bit early for us to be sending out the emails." And I'm like, "It's in July."
There's a
Like-
few conventions that will be like, we'll get back to you after this one, but a lot of them do require you to apply so early, but then tell you so late, and it's like, but I have travel stuff and your table is non-refundable. So, you know. Whoo.
But yeah, no, that works for me.
Yeah, that would be ideal. So,
Either way, you will go to Bell's.
part of me is like, you
I
know what?
promise.
If we don't get in, we can just go to Bell's multiple times.
We can
For solace.
We can just kind of like sadly sit outside there the entire like time they're open and just kind of like every other hour like walk in and get something.
If I don't get some real strawberry milk, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose
No,
it.
we can go there and then we can have our drinks and stuff and then we can go to the cat cafe because we can actually book in advance.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. And if we do the con, we can still get you your strawberry milk.
I mean, I'll be there Thursday, so.
True. I mean, yeah.
Yes, anyway.
We can, depending on time, we could book a cat cafe thing, but
Hell
if
yeah.
you might be tired.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get to that point.
So true. One stolen oil painting of a giant peach. Wow, James and the giant peach.
Oh, I was actually thinking of, God, it's a Japanese
My
legend.
fucking earbuds came
Whoa!
unplugged.
Oh, I was gonna say, you have a new audio quality. It's new and different and slightly louder.
Well, now?
Oh, yep, you're good.
Alright, cool. But yeah, what did it remind you of, were you saying?
There is a Japanese myth about girl in peach.
Ah.
Oh, it's a guy. It's a little. Yeah, no. Wait, is it a boy? What is? There's a baby in a peach. It's Momotaro. Yeah, it's a healthy baby boy. One day, an old woman washing clothes at the river when a large peach comes floating downstream. She brings it home to her husband, and just as they're about to cut it open, out pops a healthy baby boy. The couple named the boy Momotaro, I might be saying that wrong, Peach Boy, and raised him into a fine young man. But
Yo,
yeah.
I have a Peach Boy sticker, remember?
You do! Wow.
Oh no. Unrelated, oh no.
What?
20th anniversary revenge merch drop.
Oh.
I can't, I don't have stable work, I can't. But like, I wanna. The thing is that they like added art assets from like older merch designs that were out of stock, and I'm like, shit.
Oh no.
Like, the one that I really want, because most of them are like, the one I really want is just the one that has Gerard art on it, that I think it's the female demolition lover.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll put it in stream space, you can just see it for a sec. Like, it's so, like, it's like none of them are I just like Gerard's art style.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I wish I had that shape language. It's whatever. Alright, this is you, sorry.
Oh, it is. You're right. I'm sorry. I also forgot.
You're good.
We're trying to forget.
Oh, to forget.
Journalists can spell scoop better than burgers, end quote.
Okay. Do we have to present with anything? Maybe we can...
Alright, let me go on the record here. Yes?
Oh, I think this is a default.
I know what you're going to say. I don't think this, right? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if we have anything else here for him.
Mayhaps not, but...
Let's move around a little.
I blacked out. Did we try to present the painting to him?
Yes, he said I presented this one. Let me try to present the other one. No. Yeah.
Alright.
He writes about food. If you only write columns about food, what the fuck are you doing at all these other places?
Oh, it's because it says note the large plum in the background. Did they just forget it was a peach, or is that like because it's a forgery? Oh, it's nothing serious. Just look at the like. It just says on the one like.
Huh. That's so weird.
Like, hey guys, not a plum.
First of all, not a plum.
Step 1.
I don't know what to do. Oh, well, I found out what we're supposed to do. October 7th, Drew Studio.
Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's on that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going, Emma?
Maybe now we can present this. Because we... Damn it! Is it not enough to know that one got stolen? And have two? Okay, this is different dialogue.
Okay, this painting came from behind that dresser. Yeah, so? It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
I love how many parts of Emma's conversation are like, God, I wish you were worse at your job. You know?
Like, I don't want to deal with talking about this.
It's like, fuck. I don't want to do my job.
You could tell us a bit about this?
I'm obsessed with her loose glass vials just like haphazardly shoved into her bag. Like one of those is gonna just like fall out and shatter. Come on, girl.
I suppose. It's what you think.
Man, now I want ice cream or sweets or something. I don't think we have anything in this house. Damn.
Drew Misham was a forger.
A forger?
Like Anya.
I was literally about to make a Spy Family joke. Oh, it's like,
I miss them.
I was like,
I just miss them a bit.
have you seen Spy Family? It's like that. I need to get back into it now that I'm like a tiny bit less busy. Although I am writing an entire novella this month. But like, what if I love them? What if?
So, what exactly is a forger?
I'm obsessed with the idea that Trucy at 15 doesn't know what a forger is. For some reason, I feel like forgeries show up so often in children's media. Like, if you're reading mystery stuff, it comes up a lot. Especially for kids, because, like, it's one of those crimes where, like, it's kind of fun, and it's not violent. You know? Like, that's a fun mystery without having to involve, like, a lot of violence, necessarily. So I'm sure Trucy's playing it up, but it's really funny of the idea that she, like, needs to be explained what a forgery is. You know? Like, what do you mean you don't know?
Yeah.
It's one of those moments where the game needs to make sure you know in case you don't, so they just kind of choose, like, the assistant and are like, she's not gonna know what this is, and you're like, are you sure? Like, Trucy forged something at the beginning of this game. Anyway.
Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words.
Fakes?
copies of an original. Oh, Rosie's back. I was wondering where she went.
Rosie!
Rosie time. She's so sad that we won't let her choke and die on the balloon string. Like, what we do is the balloons still have a lot of helium, so they still are at the ceiling, but like we sometimes just like lightly tug one down and let go, so it like is just in like claw reach. And it's really funny because she gets on her hind legs and starts jumping, like trying to clap it between her paws.
Aww.
And like sometimes, and like if she catches it, we let her like have it for a split second, but just because we don't want her to like choke on it, then we're like, all right, and we yank it back up, and she tries to get it on the way, and she's so upset that we won't just let her have it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, Rosie. Sorry, Rosie. Oh, she's grumpy.
Aw.
Well,
Yeah, she forgives fast.
well, why not just photocopy them?
The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course.
One, we care a little bit less, like, me personally, like, ethically. I care a little bit less about forgeries than, like, most other crimes. I'm gonna be real. I understand, but at the same time, I'm like,
you know.
this one feels like it's a crime. But like I said earlier, it's kind of one of the fun ones. You know? That one's kind of a fun crime.
So Drew Misham was...
A criminal? I'm afraid so.
Good for him.
Receive money to create elaborate forgeries.
I mean, he's an artist in 2027. Is that when this takes place?
I think.
So, like, I mean, what the fuck else was he
28.
supposed to do, you know? I have multiple friends who were illustration majors who are not doing anything remotely related to art because it is impossible. Not impossible. It's really hard to be an illustration major or an illustrator. Like, it's hard. So, I don't know if I can blame the man.
Supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, so I brought this here in the first place.
I lugged it
Okay,
here.
yeah, no,
It
here's the
sucked.
cutscene and shit.
Got it. She's like, I lugged this all the way here. It sucked. My
It's
Uber
been in
driver,
my pocket.
my
I
Uber
strapped it
driver
down and
was
put it in
not
my
happy.
What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue.
What about, like, also, like, age stuff and checking? You know what? Doesn't matter. I've watched, like, a lot of videos of people, like, restoring artwork. So
Baumgartner, I think it's like Baumgartner Restoration.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Channels like that, like,
Yes.
I will say, one of my favorite activities for when I'm high as shit. I know that you have never been high, but I think you can imagine the bliss that would come from like being boinked out in a beanbag chair and being like, oh,
I'm gonna watch this man touch, like, slowly clean with a Q-tip this giant ass
like,
painting.
You understand how elevated the experience becomes.
I think it would stress me out so bad because restoration conservation of paintings is so delicate. That's definitely one thing I've learned from that series. However, it's so, like, at the same time, the idea of sitting there with a Q-tip for hours and just going, like, little circles to clean a painting, sometimes I'm watching it and I'm like, I could do that. That might fix me. You know?
Yeah, like, I can't do it because I know I would just, like, be about to kill myself.
Oh, I would be. My thing is, I know I'd be so scared. I also don't think I have the eye for it, but
just, like, start throwing up.
Yeah. But
It'd
it's
be bad. But,
if you guys have not watched some restoration videos on YouTube, you should do it.
Get yourself plugged into Baumgartner.
It's really good. It's really good.
You don't have to get high when you do it. That's just
No, you can just chill out and watch him fix some paintings. It's beautiful.
If you're already going to get high,
you recommend.
my beautiful advice.
Mm-hmm.
My beautiful advice.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
It's good. It's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Maybe in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the rough
Can't be
sketch
bad.
is like practice for the real thing, which is also how regular art works. That's also how
Rosie's
just
coming to join
sketching
us.
works. Anyway, like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage.
And not in the case of a forgery.
Oh,
Not
okay.
necessarily, anyway.
We were talking too much, so I
Rosie
lost
is
our train of the
here.
conversation, and why Tracy said that. Hello, Rosie!
She has forgiven me for the balloons. You know what the finished product is going to look like after all.
I'm sure this is true for some forgers, especially ones who are professionals. This is so not true for, like, me, rando, who had to, like, draw, one of my finals, was I had to draw, like, a twist on, like, classical pieces, so I used Waterhouse paintings. And it is so hard. And obviously, like I said, he's a professional, but, like, even if you know what it's supposed to look like, you probably still need to sketch out, like, some, like, guidelines, like,
Yeah, because
the
like
big
anyone who's like an
shapes.
actual especially if you're trying to sell it to an actual collector and
Yeah.
like trying to really get away with it, like they're gonna fucking like look.
Yeah, and you have to, like, I'm sure there are
Like,
people who
if a
can just,
character's
like,
in a certain,
look
like,
and
part
look.
of the canvas.
But, like, I would need to, like, really, okay, and then, you know, I can't imagine this. And I'm sure people can
No,
do it
whenever I
before
did
someone is
studies,
like,
whenever-
I get it. I'm not a professional.
Yeah,
I'm just
whenever I
saying,
did,
crazy.
Yeah, whenever I did studies in like any of my studio classes, I always sketched stuff out first, even if it was just like where the figure is in the canvas, just so that I didn't mess up the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess you would.
Like, you wouldn't just I guess you would technically know where the mountains go, but, like, what if you put the pencil in the wrong place? I don't know. We're not all Bob
Yeah.
Ross.
That's why I brought this. Going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces, and we can have a big dramatic moment about it. I get it now. This is an important part of the game. That might be the end of a chapter. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths. Seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway.
She's like, ugh, but, like, I really wanted to, so we're doing it anyway.
Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches. Kind of like when he thought kind of like he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. Kind of like what he was
Like, sure.
when he thought.
Okay, sorry, that
Alright.
sentence, like, didn't super make sense. Like,
It wasn't like the best written that it
especially as, like, a follow-up, like, it was a little bit, you know.
Oh no, sorry, I just saw something really stupid online.
Oh, Ronnie.
You know Billy Joel Armstrong is like the Green Day guy, right?
Yes, I do.
He apparently went to a Taylor Swift show, and some Swiftie said, "This is history for." They got the names mixed up and said, "This is history for her. She's had political figures asking her to visit before, but not the first man on the moon."
That's so funny. Congrats to him for being the first man on the moon now. Wow, it's
Yeah,
an
like-
honor.
Girl, that's Neil.
Oh, that's
This is
amazing.
Billy Joe.
I love that. I
To be
love
fair,
that.
In my opinion, Billy Joe Armstrong contributed more to society, but you know.
That's incredible.
Oh my God, she's meeting the first man. Like, girl, no. I thought you would find that funny.
It's really good.
You got it. I gotta save that for you for like your like
Yes.
Gaviner's like social
Oh,
media thing.
listen, it lives right in my head. We were playing we started Serenade the other day, in server, and Apollo has this line when he clicks on the lipstick. I forgot he says, like, but lipsticks stick, but all the Gaviners are guys or something. And we were all like, okay, Apollo. And then later JJ came into server and was like, actually, I think one of the Gaviners is Butch. Apollo just, like, doesn't know anything about them, so he doesn't
Yeah.
realize there's a woman in the band. It's still Clavier's lipstick, Apollo just fully doesn't know anything at all about what's going on in the Gavners. And was just like, they're all kind of mask presenting. You know?
True. That will be interesting and maybe valuable for our case. I still want to draw. I know you were gonna do it, but if you don't do it, one of us needs to do the like I'm 17. I love green beans.
Oh my god, it's really good.
And of course, one of these days we'll do what season would it be? Garlic salt? I don't know, girl. This is hard.
That's such a good question, and it's like such a funny question because like I guess why what is his favorite season? And then garlic salt is like the best answer.
Yeah. Like sure, actually.
Why not?
And of course the classic that is a grown man with dick and balls.
Tweets.
I think of it now.
Tweets.
I think of it so much now.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo.
Oh, wait. I just remember, like, the most classic for me is the Tumblr post that's, like, everyone's looking at Harry, but Harry's only looking at whoever. And someone's always like, he only got 2 eyes. It's
He
so
literally-
funny. He only has
only
2
got 2
eyes.
He only got 2 eyes.
Yeah, he's only got 2. What else is he supposed to be doing?
Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Oh wait, we literally did this like a million times. We have to present again. Oh, forgot the whatever. Do 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 do. Oh. Ronnie.
Oh, sorry. And I was wondering if your tool there might do. I was wondering if your. Sorry, wrong fucking voice. It's over. Wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Fine, fine. Just this time, though. It will never be just this time, I think.
Let's check it out.
Does it matter which one we do?
I don't think so.
Which one do you want to do? Do you give a shit?
I know that they're important game moments, so just like, I don't know. You haven't experienced this before. You go with your heart.
Alright, let's start down here because it's the most obvious. Oh, me too. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I did this last time.
Yeah, just remember you have to rub and then...
Yeah. It's been a little bit. Like I said, it almost makes Pac-Man noises, but not really.
That's great. God, I'm so glad we didn't do Thy Geekdom this year.
Yeah, it was also not at a great time for us.
It wasn't. I think because it was like right... Yeah. It just came to my mind randomly because I was just thinking about... I was looking at the clock and I was remembering that 10 p.m. night.
10 p.m. is hard. 10 p.m. is hard, especially if it's not a busy con.
Yeah,
It's
like,
hard.
No one's even there.
I think it was also on Friday, which made it extra hard.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe Fan Expo has a 10 p.m. Saturday, but Fan Expo's a little busier. The 10 p.m.
It
the hours.
It didn't feel as bad.
Yeah, the hours on Thy Geekdom are rough. They're long. Okay, we don't need to. Yeah, blah blah blah. Me too.
Are you happy? Is this all you wanted and more? What a beautiful memory.
Wow, beautiful.
Our favorite. What the heck?
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough.
Spices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough.
What do you mean?
Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch.
Composition?
In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like. Ah, think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely. And do a completely new painting on top of that.
So Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them?
Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kind of odd.
You're awfully
Yeah.
silent all of a sudden,
Have
Apollo.
you- Can we all take a look at it? Or...
No. Not right now.
Guys,
No, it's
do we
fine.
not- do we not
It's fine.
recognize?
No,
Do
we don't. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. What could it
Okay,
be?
you're right. You're right. Maybe we could check out one of the other paintings for no reason. Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you?
I mean, I guess. It's fun to be doing something else for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, like sure.
Like, we've been doing that other shit for a while now, so.
What's this one gonna be?
Who knows? Whoa, that's crazy. I can't get that spot. Who could it be? Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh my god, whose code is that?
Hey,
Damn.
let's print this one out.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! This one too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
You think I could just look at the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out.
Scanning, 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 scanning. I have got to find something to eat after this.
Yeah, please do that. Do you what do you have?
I don't know. I'm like, do we have toast? Do we have bread? We think we really badly need to go to the grocery store.
Is there ice cream?
There is not ice cream.
Like, that's not meal, but it could be.
That's not a meal, but it's food. Damn.
Woohoo!
What could it be?
Holy shit.
Whoa. What is it?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Okay, let's just print this one out. What the heck is all this?
I love this because she should also recognize these. Like, maybe not the first one. Well, maybe not the card one, but the other two? You know she was playing that video on loop.
I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited.
Are you sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at these sketches. Look at these 3 sketches. Do you notice anything?
Hello.
Wow.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Ah! There!
Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand.
That is a really funny drawing of a dead man.
And then... the events that transpired during the Governor's concert.
I love how it's just like, we gotta drop Clavier on fire again. In case
Pretty please let us.
just in case we need to.
Somewhere there's an artist on the team that's like, please.
Please.
I need to draw it again.
What could it mean? How could he have drawn those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? Never even heard of any Drew Misham before. Hadn't even seen a picture of him. There were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. Couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham? What did he have to do with me?
To be continued.
Do we want to stop here?
We could start. We've got a. I'm okay for like.
We've gone for about almost 2 hours, but that's up to you.
I can go for a little bit longer. Probably not as late as usual, but probably at least till like 11:10.
That works.
Yeah.
Rosie is on my arm.
Aw.
She decided she needed to lay on it right now.
Aw. Rosie.
Rosie, I need that. Like, I don't right now, but like, theoretically I will.
Continue.
Also, do you remember the fucking... It is technically Ace Attorney related because it's law. Do you remember the Microsoft Teams, like, law
Yes.
stickers?
Mm-hmm.
And the We Got Sued shark?
Mm-hmm.
It's doing the rounds on Twitter for the first
Oh
time.
my
and it just makes me
God.
so yeah. I was like, you're all so late to the party.
You all didn't know about the We Got Sued? That's my friend.
You've seen the disbarred one, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I need to draw Phoenix since that. So bad.
Really good.
I just love We Got Sued with the, like, apologetic head bow so much.
It's so funny.
We got sued.
It's so good. Okay. October 8th, 9:48 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 6. I just noticed how big those pockets are on these guys' shirts. They're fucking huge.
Also, hi, Evola. Good morning. Oh, wait. Or, I don't know.
You take. I'll grab Apollo when we get into the courtroom.
Okay, cool, cool.
So, you're Fira, right? I'm
We didn't
Trucy.
really talk at all.
Trucy, right? That's right, but with a W. But not a right, right? Okay.
She's gonna throw up.
We're on your side. You can tell us anything. Please?
Peace.
Am I a pharaoh?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning.
She speaks.
Not bad, not bad. But I think you'd do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know?
Weird.
Trucy, let's take it easy for starters.
I understand, especially since Trucy's like whole thing is she's kind of putting on a front, but it's still like a weird thing to say. Thank you for taking my case.
Okay, well, let's start, I guess. Goes with the nail polish again.
That's great, really. It's so cultured.
Want to try?
Ooh, really?
Girls.
You can wear nail polish too, Apollo. Do you want some? Come on, it'd be fun. Surely it won't have any negative side effects.
The victim to remission was a forger. And a stolen painting was found in his studio. A life of crime, really. Maybe one that led to his death.
I'm like desperately trying to remember what fic it was I read where I think it might be the same one that Uvula's talking about. Because I was like, isn't there a fic where not only
I
think
have not
Trissy
heard of
tries
this.
it, but like not only that, but like Phoenix gets like a bunch of boxes back, I think, and they have to like frantically check the boxes to make sure the boxes aren't poisoned. Does this sound familiar?
Not to me, but I'm intrigued.
I'm like, what was that? Maybe it was I wonder if it was the same one when Trucy tried the nail polish. I wonder if they're the same one because that's why they think to check it. I think. Maybe. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to find this fic. October 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. There's definitely a fic out there where there's like stuff in Phoenix's apartment or office that they're checking for poison. I'm pretty sure about that, but I'll have to see if anyone else in maybe server knows what I'm talking about. I can't remember the length. I can't think of anything except this scene of people frantically checking. Am I the judge? Or are you the judge? I feel like we've flipped on the judge.
I'm
Okay.
the judge.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Also, never mind. I had an entire thing I was gonna say to you and then forgot it, like, before I even said, like, by the way.
Nice. If you remember, feel free to let me know.
I don't think it was important, but I will if I do. Well, we will... Oh, he's dying.
Real.
That's sad. Beginning the trial of... Verimisham.
Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy and he's looking around all nervous like.
The repercussions of today's trial will, most likely, be felt for a long time.
They won't be, so, like, don't stress about it.
Oh yeah, don't worry, it actually doesn't matter, so it's cool. May indeed alter our legal systems forever. By forever, we mean, like, you know...
Maybe a
or
week?
something.
Yeah, maybe a week.
Like, a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Today is the test of the Jarvis system.
I think I said this last week, or maybe I said this last time we streamed, or maybe I said this in server. I don't necessarily want an AA7, but I do think if they continue the series, I would like them to commit to a juris system because they tested it out in DGS, and I think it's a lot of fun. And since they've done, 6 games that are the same, I think that, like, they need to change something. And I think that it would be a good way to show that actually things had happened between games to actually implement the juris system in if they ever happened to do an AA7. So I don't necessarily think I want them to do one, but if we did one, I would like the juris system to be there because at least then it would be like, well, something did come of this, It's not just kind of like floating as like this is the big end of our game. Ignore it.
first new step towards a new order in our court. I was drawing him today.
Nice.
Yeah. Daddy's secret mission.
Wow, Apollo has not said shit.
Yeah. He's just kind of like in a stupor, like frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, unrelated. That's something else. You do have to tell me when I show up. It's hard to tell because I'm like voice acting and shit. You have to tell me if my face looks more chiseled and if my voice.
Got it. Will do.
Because I know when I get excited, like on stream, my voice is pretty high, so it's like not a like good indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, people have told me, but you actually haven't seen me like in
Yeah, I
person,
haven't
like-
seen you in a while, so.
So like, I trust your judgment more. The jurist will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will. Shit, I gotta like get a Ziploc bag and like put my like tea and shit in it. I hope they let me like bring the needles in like through the flight.
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe you could Google that.
Yeah, that's something I'll have to.
I'm
Google.
sure.
I was like,
I'm sure
they'll
other
let me-
people. Well, I'm sure other people have done that before.
Yeah.
Like have traveled
And like
with
worst
it.
case
So.
scenario, I'm sure that like we could go to any CVS that like has needles.
Yeah.
So we should be. It's not like I'd be fucked. I'm just like I don't want
Yeah.
to get into
yeah.
any trouble just in general. But I'll figure that out. I'm curious now. Why aren't there any jurists?
Oh wait, that was me.
Oh wait,
I'm
fuck,
Apollo
sorry.
now. Why aren't there
Fuck.
any jurists in the courtroom?
3 closed circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurists have access to everything that transpires.
This feels a little silly to me. Long arm.
Long arm. Jurist. Judge Bell and Judge Cool. Maybe just do that first one. Now see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that. My apologies there, Judge. Jurists today, Judge today's trial coolly would be so kind.
The jurists are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but by their feelings. And we're about to find out what effect they're going to have.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. Details of the case. The victim is the painter Drew Mission. He was killed in his own studio. This coffee is poisoned. By whom, you ask? By none other than the defendant, Vera Misham.
There wasn't any poison in the coffee.
So, someone has been doing their homework. Indeed. Poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself. The mug? Ah, residue was found on the rim, I see. The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death. Court accepts this as evidence.
Great.
According to this report, victim's death was caused by troquinine poisoning. A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage is a mere 0.002 milligrams. Why does Ace Attorney have fentanyl?
You know.
Sorry, that was a bad joke. Anyway, touch of a troconine in the body. That was the wrong voice.
Yeah.
It's the touch of the very first sight. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness. I have for you today a simple man for a simple case.
Mm-hmm.
Men who witnessed the murder in its entirety.
That journalist, no doubt.
Everyone ready?
Yep, and I'll take over. I'll do my shift. I'll clock in.
Got it.
I owe you. The witness will state his name and occupation, and he should be super normal about it.
Ah, right. Well, for starters, my name's Spark Brushel. My job is a lone observer of the world.
In
Do you like
other
the voice?
words,
Is it working?
It is.
in other words, a freelance journalist, right?
If you don't mind, I'd like to state something here for the record.
Yes, Mr. Brushel.
Just like conclusions, specifically the aspect of jumping to conclusion. Preconceptions make parks the inbox of endless desert waste. End quote.
But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday.
Oh god.
Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand I stand before you today a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story.
That's not how this works.
I was gonna say, I don't think, unless you like unless you have like a signed deal or something with law enforcement or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
Because I know, in cases where like someone agrees to like confess for immunity, like it has to be like an actual like contract, otherwise it's not binding. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I assume it would be similar for something like that, like testifying if you like get something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, buddy, it's not how that works.
Scoop turns Mr. Brushel into that Mr. Brushel. End quote.
Yeah, man. Let's hear your testimony, shall we?
A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out.
Visited the studio around 9 o'clock that night to do the interview. The first outsider to enter,
Is it Atelier?
Atelier.
Atelier. Journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next. Star Falls, end quote.
I hate how big his eye. I don't like him, Taya.
Yeah, they made a lot of choices.
Do you think there's anyone who like has the hots for him on the internet?
Yes. I don't know why you're asking that question. Yes. Obviously,
I mean, like,
of
I know,
course.
yes, but I'm like, have you? Alright, I guess I should say, have you seen anyone yet?
I have not. And I'm not gonna look.
I will now. I want to look. You don't have the desire to know.
I'll look up fanfic. That's easier for my brain somehow. I have to see
I
it.
see.
You know, I don't have to look at
That's
it.
fair. Yeah. You're just inflicting it on your mind, and not like your mind and your eyes.
Exactly.
No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
Immediately found Spark Brushel, director Hottie.
Oh God.
There's only 17 works for the character as a whole, so.
Well, I'm assuming the ones rated E. Like I know sometimes those are like crack fics. Like they're not serious.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't the possibility of a fic where he fucks and it's like actually like for real, but like I have my suspicion.
I found one that ships him with Phoenix. And
That's sad.
one where they're just pals, I guess.
Just hanging out.
It's tagged with an ampersand, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Oh, I figured you meant it just had an ampersand.
Oh yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Are they
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
hanging out in it?
Mm-hmm,
Chilling?
And no other romances. That's where we're at.
Alright.
There's a version of Brushel in the art book, but he's kind of sexy. I don't think I've seen that.
I mean, I don't think I know the one you're talking about, but I'll let it slide. That's different. You get a pass. That's like different, because that's not like what we got. Like, I believe you. I trust you.
does sound like a simple case. Unless you were the one who poisoned him. What are you saying, Judge?
See, send us a link if you can, like, find it. If not, just, like, send it to one of us on Twitter or something. Or Tumblr. But I want to know.
Need I remind you, the cameras are rolling today. Felt the need to be a bit dramatic.
Not alright.
Not great.
That's not fully how we should be thinking.
Oh, bottom
You
right.
didn't do it, did you? Bottom right. Okay.
It's better.
Let me look.
I'll say that. It's definitely better.
No, I get it.
I get it. It's better.
This design, if, like, stylized and, like,
The hair is kind of fun.
this is the kind of slimy looking guy that, like, I occasionally like in fiction. Like, he looks like a little mouse, but that's okay. The thing is,
Were you gonna finish that?
I was thinking of, well, I read I'd fuck him, and I was, like, gonna respond, and I was like, I don't know if I should say anything on the record.
Fair, fair, fair.
Okay, fair. If he looked like that, people would be shipping him with any side character. He would then have passed the threshold into, like, guy that can be used for whatever yaoi you want. He's, like, just under it right now. No, I get it though. Like, I'm not like Ooga, but I am like, yeah, this is like much more palatable. Like, I could imagine seeing a piece of fan art of that design and being like, ooh, who's this? Like, who's this guy? You didn't do it, did you?
Me do a thing like that? Come on! That's like newsmaker making the news, end quote. Or even contemporary witch hunt, end quote.
It's not, but okay.
I know wild accusations rock courtroom, end quote.
Rock indeed.
Prosecutor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun.
I'm so happy for him.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna kick
Glad
the
to hear
shit
it.
out of him when we're on recess.
Maybe don't do that. I don't know if they like that. Very well. Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please.
Oh boy. This is probably the last thing we're gonna do.
That's what I
yeah.
figured, yeah.
I'm like, what
It's
are we
all
even
good.
doing here? I don't remember the, like, I know the perceive part for him, but I don't remember, like, anything else.
Yeah. Take your time.
We're gonna press.
9 o'clock at night? Isn't that a little late for an interview?
If the great painter Drew Bishop says, come at 9 o'clock. Believe you me, I go at 9 o'clock. The first and, as it turned out, last interview with such a prolific painter.
Right. Can you tell us what it was like when you arrived?
Okay.
You were the first reporter ever in Drew's studio.
Posterity will look back on that night as a turning point in journalistic history.
Sure.
A basically insignificant step for all the mankind. But a giant step for that bristle guy, end quote.
True.
That joke's kind of funny, I'm not gonna
True.
lie. If no one on the outside ever had access to the studio, then it would serve to reasons that the deed was done by an insider.
By which he means Vera did it.
So, how did this epoch-making interview go?
Would you mind being a little more specific?
Ooh-wee, let me tell you, I enjoy a cuppa.
Usually cuppas for tea.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact,
That's not what I meant, I guess. You didn't really say anything, but...
I believe I know, but Air Forehead is driving it. Is this coffee the victim served? Did anyone other than the defendant touch it?
Right, that's what I was going to say, really.
Well, now, if you got a question to ask, that's just straight up ask it. That's what I tell all the new recruits several times, if necessary.
Whoa, several times, like the Gravity Falls boy band. If you even care.
I do care.
Thank you. God, what if we rewatch Gravity Falls?
We could.
We could do that. The only problem is we would just cry, I think.
Also true.
Yeah, they added the soundtrack to streaming recently.
Oh.
And yeah, no, Disney actually a reporter recently, like, to be fair, it feels kind of clickbaity, but apparently Disney is in talks about, like, maybe doing more Gravity Falls shit.
Oh, interesting.
I know Alex Hirsch's wants season 3, and I don't really want it unless it's like a mini series with Stan and Ford on the sea. Because that could be completely unconnected to the story, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'll take a cryptid hunting, like, old men in the boat, like,
Yes.
mini series. That could fuck, but I just don't, like, there's too, like, I'm just really scared of, like, actually doing, like, the next summer, ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand.
And also, he also just did Book of Bill, which is the, like, older fan.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm good for now. I still need to pre-order Book of Bill, but, you know, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Great for a grade schooler. That's my motto.
Not a great motto.
Yeah, maybe find a new one.
Which isn't to say I can only write grade writing something.
Who touched the coffee?
Dunno. I was in the back looking at the studio's equipment when she served it.
And what happened next?
What's this about a falling star?
Star Falls, huh? It's like an old telegram. Send money over.
Zowie, you don't know? That's like a journalism code word. An important personage passes away. Star falls. Get it?
But there's no gravity in space, is there?
Well, I mean, like, you know,
Yeah.
like
okay?
not really, but like also like that's like oversimplifying. Whatever.
I know.
Trucy, we gotta have you to have a conversation with Clay for real. He's gotta
Girl,
explain how.
what are they telling you?
He's gotta explain how force works.
Trucy, imagine a shooting star if you can.
I didn't think stars could fall, really.
Does this matter?
Ooh, boys, good stuff, good stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know if it was.
How about the star breaks? Nah, last one. I know, star died. Max imagination. Of course, you go with Drew died. Straight to the point. I like it.
I think we need to hear about something with a little more substantial. Shit.
Do you have any idea? I honestly don't remember Brushel's testimony. That's the issue. Let's start with.
I think it might be the moment of death.
Yeah.
Maybe.
About when Mr. Misham passed away.
Ooh, boy, what a seed that was. He puts his coffee mug down with a crash, right?
Yes, and then?
Then the cold finger of death touches his spine. Life's flame sputters and fails. So cold was that touch he could do not but tremble uncontrollably.
That's cool, man. Can you, like, tell us, like, what actually happened?
People in this game love to say lots of words. Kristoff
hey,
does
man,
the
that's beautiful.
same.
Like, hey, that's beautiful. It's also not what we need.
It's
so-
really funny for Kristoff, though, because if he had just, like, chilled the fuck out, he would have gotten
I
away with
know!
it. It's
Like, hey,
very
man.
funny. It's very funny.
Like, hey, man, you didn't have to say any of that, actually.
If you just shut the fuck up about cards wreathed in blue flames. Literally
He just
allergic
really
to
wanted
shutting
to.
the
He
fuck.
needed to.
He was like writing out poetry in his brain. He was like, this
He's like, this shit goes so
this
hard.
is so poetic. This is so and no one is gonna know. And Phoenix clocked it and was like, we got him.
Like, damn. Blue flames, huh? Crazy.
Could have said red flames, but
Could've just done it. Just could've not said
you
it at
couldn't.
all,
You could.
know?
You could have just not. And yet, yeah, so true. And, like, shut the fuck
literally,
up.
Don't talk to the police. Don't get an attorney. Like, yeah.
It's
like,
it's
literally.
generally like plenty of defense of defendants do not testify, and it's like it cannot technically it's not supposed to be considered a charge against them if they choose not to testify.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Like, just don't. You don't have to.
He wasn't even on the stand. He was just standing next to Apollo talking about blue flames.
He needed to do it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if I don't talk like this at least for like a half-hour day, I die.
Actually, Life's flame is a little tired. Life's river froze over. Yes, that's a go. I think he's starting his article already.
Could you describe that a little more simply?
Well, as you can imagine, I was pretty surprised. Like, hit the floor, as they say. Artist seizure is final performance.
Alright, man. Let's...
End quote.
Atraconine paralyzes the central nervous system.
That's quite enough of that.
The body arches back like a bow. The limbs tremble. The throat burns. That is sounding concerningly like erotica I read for work.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, why do you make it, like, horny?
Oh, sorry, Ninji. I'm sorry. That was probably confusing because I was so tired yesterday. I don't know if I'm streaming after tonight. We are streaming tonight. We're streaming right now. We've been streaming and we're almost done. I'm so sorry.
But I'm gonna be at Taya's next week, and I don't know what our plans are.
Yeah.
It just also depends on like how tired we are after
'cause
your work.
I figured to be safe, I was like, I probably won't stream until next Thursday. Not next Thursday, the Thursday after that again. But we have to actually figure that out. Because I was like, Monday is a lot. And then Thursday, I'm playing VLR, and that's gonna be really, confusing. And also, it's the night before con, so we probably don't want to. We won't on Friday because we will be getting back
if you really
late.
want to, I don't mind just, hanging out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
As we do.
Anyway, now that Clav has finished reading us book talk, smut, come on.
Yeah, I love the trend of people making fun of book talk on TikTok, where they just steal the quotes and they're like, "Girlies, what's the spice level of this book?" And then they'll pull out a medical journal.
Oh my god.
It makes me laugh. God, I got a fucking book talk ad that was, and it was lucky because it wasn't even an ad. I just got a book talk smut video on my the algorithm fucked up. But I think it fucked up for a lot of people because I looked in the comments, and instead of other book talk people being like, "Oh my god, this is so good," everyone in the comments was like, I don't like this.
I was trying not to be here. I hope ill in a good way, Ninji, but I'm sorry if it was ill in a bad way.
I've heard good things. I think it's ill in a good way.
Let's cross our fingers.
But no, the segment was also so bad. The dude love interest has, I guess, a library, and the main character was jacking it in there. Which, hey girl, you can go to a bedroom for that, you know? But it turns out he has fucking cameras in his library, and I was like, whoa! Uh-oh!
Oh boy.
Hey man. Wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Mhm,
Didn't
mhm.
like it.
Some of us want to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, very. I see. Made you ill in a very good way.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, well, I want details. Lots of juicy details.
There's that. You can listen to our last year's hit single. A Truck 19, My Love by Zagabi. Available at all major music outlets.
I have to say this. So in Serenade, there is a like fake bowl of borscht for some reason, and I was talking to two of my friends about how like why is Gaviner's merch a fake bowl of borscht first of all, but like we don't know if that was released, and we don't know if it was planned to be released, or we don't know if it was some really fucked up joke that someone played on Clav. Regardless, if Twitter found out about this merch and then Kristoff murdering in the basement of the Borscht Bowl Club would go crazy. Speculation for days. Clav, you're having a song already called Actra Quinine, My Love.
I know.
I'm just saying. Twitter can be a little unhinged.
Oh, the
I'm just
tinfoil
saying.
hatting would have been crazy.
The tinfoil hatting would have been nuts. It would have been nuts.
It would have been real bad.
Especially at this point because Darian's already been arrested for... It would be... To be in the Gaviners fandom when all this was happening, already so bad, shit like this, only worse. It would be so rough.
Yeah.
We got
People
it.
would already be like, aren't they, like, evil? Like, and, like, your tweets about them.
Mm-hmm. People would be like, and this is why Clavier Gavin was an assistant to... what is it? Accomplice to multiple murders? It's like,
The point here is the victim died of a Truck 19 poisoning.
Fuck.
Well, Mr. Justice, how did you find that testimony?
How did I find that testimony? What was it even about?
That he just, like, fell over. I guess not important, because I think the ones where it's, like, a trick are only, like, few and far between.
You'd think the moment of Mr. Misham's death would be important, but Mr. Brushell's story didn't really tell us anything we didn't already know.
Very well. Please continue with the testimony.
Maybe we ask a different thing.
Yeah, let's try that. A boop 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 a doop boop a doop boop. My brain is like, figure it out so we can go find food.
Fair.
Can you stop fucking... Okay.
So, you drank the coffee that Vera served you too?
Of course. When someone serves you coffee, you drink it. That's what my old boss used to say. Never did get what he meant by it, though.
But you're still alive, which is to say you didn't die.
I don't think this one's it.
Yeah.
Of course not. No point falling before you're a star, end quote.
That's not
Not a good outlook
exactly
on
what
life.
I was getting at.
Fucking nothing, Clav. I'm sorry.
What are you getting at then?
Nothing.
Yeah, he knows. He knows we just want to go get food. You know the poison was on the rim, not in the coffee.
Oh, yes, yes. There were 2 cups on the tray she brought. At one of the cups had Drew's signature painted on the side.
No chance the guest would take that one by mistake, I guess.
No.
Well, Mr. Justice was...
Ah, we need to see that. Boop, 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 boop.
You said it.
I get it, I get it, I get it. Okay.
You say Mr. Misham had the coffee too, but did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Oh, I am frozen. Okay, one second.
Oh no.
Of course. He who sees it wins, but he who says it wins bigger.
What?
Okay.
I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Yet,
Yet?
guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to mug, drinks, end quote. That poison is quite virulent, I hear. Stomach did a so-called
Why? What do you mean a so-called somersault?
Don't worry about it.
You don't need to say that.
Don't worry about it.
I don't like that. I don't like it, Taya.
Don't worry about it.
gulped down that
I'm trying.
Since I gulped down that coffee without so much as a second glance at it. Wait, maybe something's there. Some kind of so-called trick. Anyone want to venture a guess, for the record?
Does this guy have a pause button?
Do you want to say this was important because we didn't see him drink?
Sure.
The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over?
Oh, yes, you can go to press with that one.
Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well. Mr. Venice will add this to the testimony. Vital, right.
Okay, let me... Literally no information. Right.
And so he either took a sip or he didn't, and then fell over.
Oh, yes. Indubitably, just like that. Wham bam.
So Mr. Misham drank the coffee and fell over immediately. I think Brushell's telling the truth, too. Should I get him to talk about something else?
Why am I so confused by this cross-examination? Maybe we'll just say yes for this.
Maybe.
Well, as an account of the moment of the victim's death, I'd say it's very important. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well. Court requests the witness add this account to his testimony.
Those spasms, they were definitely by deathly poison.
You say it was definitely death by poison. How can you be so sure?
Hey, look, I'm a journalist. I've seen a lot of things. And more than my share of experiences with so-called poisoning. Man, it's fishy fish goes bye-bye, end quote.
Food poisoning doesn't count. Should I get him to talk about something else?
No need?
Maybe.
Like, do we have to add this one too?
Anyone in chat remember?
I mean, I can look it up, because I kind of want to go to bed. I said I was going to bed a while ago.
Fair.
We, like, know how this case ends. Like, really the only thing is, like, I don't remember all the details of how to get there. Because I kind of didn't see a lot of this part, and I was kind of like, do I really need to watch the Brushel cross-examination?
Fair.
Okay, we have to present no need right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, do we swap out? I think what happens is you swap out which one this is.
Oh.
So... Hold on. Sorry, that's confusing. That's confusing. I thought we were adding both of them.
Yeah.
And we were not. We were not. I'm sorry. I didn't notice that one disappeared. So we were right, but we had to do, a present here. And then we are just going to bed. Okay. Nope, nope. I always think you can double click there, and you can't. It's R.
You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of poison used, atroquinine.
Oh, Prosecutor Gavin was quite clear about that poison. Lethal dosage of 0.002 milligrams paralyzes the central nervous system. You drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile.
Why does he say it like that? Even you,
Not sure.
like,
Why are you using me as an example? Talk about Phoenix. Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information.
Nope. An omission?
Atroquinine is as virulent as he says, but death doesn't come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because atroquinine is slow acting.
Oh, okay. Keep playing things. Slow acting, what?
According to one forensic scientist, don't ask who. If we suppose that the moment Mr. Misham sipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have had time to enjoy his last cup of joe.
God, I hate the back of his head. It's just the shading that they chose to do is so, like, sharp, I guess. It's, like, hard-edged, which
No, I
is
get it.
fine, but it looks really weird on a bald head.
Fair.
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? What the defense says is correct. Why, that contradicts the entire testimony we've just heard.
Well, Mr. Brushel, anything to say on the record?
Oh, SLOWAC. It was virulent, alright. Even then, it had already begun digging its claws into the journalist. He's working on his scoop.
Forgot you were here.
Ugh.
Long arm.
It's Brushel, yeah? Hey, Brushel, let's take a trip back down memory lane.
Object, Apollo, object.
To no memory lane.
No, like he's leading the witness.
Oh.
Like, you can't be
Huh?
like, let's rethink this. Did you actually see that? Like, this is super not allowed.
You're right, yeah. You can't be doing that.
The victim really dies the instant he took a sip. Clav. Clavier.
Clavier.
Sweetie. Think it's over. This is vital.
They do this all the time. They're like, but that's not what happened, right? Once you prove a contradiction, and they're like, oh yeah! And it's like, I hate all of you.
Truly.
You know what I think? I think that was a not so subliminal suggestion, end quote.
I admit it does cause a problem if he died when you say he died.
So let's just make that problem go away.
I would be forced to say off Pedersen. Is it, what is it again?
Afidesen.
Auf Wiedersehen to my simple case.
And I only know that from Sound of Music, I think.
That's great. And you would be forced to say farewell to your article, sir.
Come again? Come again? Wrong voice.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, like,
What the fuck are you talking about? You can.
yeah, what do you, yeah, hey, hey, have you looked at the news ever? You can't write a story based on conjecture, can you?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, like, I just don't know what to say about that. And as the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye.
He doesn't have one. This is a public trial, isn't it? Or is it not? Is this one not?
I think it's because it's the, like, jury. Yeah, I think it's, like,
yeah, I think.
private.
I was like, wait, have we seen the people in the stands? I can't remember. Because that's not the jury. It might be, like, partially closed. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
clear.
sure. Either way, I hate this sprite a lot, so let's get out of it.
Scoop. Oh. Look. Wait. Just wait a second. Just 1 second. We're waiting out with it. I think I just recalled a I don't like that sentence. I think I just recalled a so-called important detail.
Oof.
A revival of recollection, end quote. A story survival, end quote.
Attorney utterly confused, end quote.
Guess we are finishing at midnight anyway, who knew?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
I'm just gonna stop holding my nose for this voice. I don't have it in me anymore.
I did notice something when I visited the studio. I'd heard of poison that takes its sweet time, see?
But not what I've been saying for the last few minutes, apparently.
Mr. Brushel, are you saying you noticed something that explains what happened? You bet I am. The antidote for a poisonous contradiction, end quote, you might say.
Or I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quote, I might say.
I figured it out, but only after an in-depth interview. See, thanks to my journalism skills, I know who poisoned that coffee.
Yeah, I hate that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That art. It's
Mhm.
bad. It's all bad.
Mm-hmm.
Order. As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony. That Mr. Misham died the instant after he drank.
Of course I'm standing by my testimony. And my dream of exclusive rights to this story.
Ugh. Suppose it was too much to hope for.
What was?
Of course, he didn't choose a simple case, not him.
Him?
That man. Phoenix Wright, who else? Axong, Ev Brushel, report for us if you would. What is it that you noticed?
This court is a critical trial of the juris system. Where no room for doubt is permissible. You will testify to the court about what you noticed.
Yeah, some other time.
Yeah.
Some fucking other time, that's for sure. Thank you all for coming. So, is there just a save button? Save. So for now we're gonna be pretty up in the air, but probably no stream Monday. But we'll see, and I'll just post online if I'm streaming next week. For now, assume no, but also who knows. Hope that helps.
Who does know? Who does know, truly?
Who does know? Thank you all for
Not me.
coming. Oh, I guess it closed the game. I thought I hit exit the title. I guess not. Okay.
Alright, bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you all for coming. Have a good week. Goodbye.